Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Maria. I know we haven't formally met like this. It's usually me just talking through a video, which it's gonna be the case for this one as well, but I thought I would just pop in, do a quick intro, letting you guys know of what you're getting into. I mean, other than the title saying it itself, but it is going to be just a like get ready with me, just doing this whole face right here. It's pretty simple, easy, quick. The only thing I don't show is my eyebrows, only because y'all don't want to know how long that takes me. Maybe at some point I can do like a separate video for you guys. That's of course if you guys want to see how I do them. Just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey, it's me again. All right. So first, I always like to start with a little bit of primer. In this case, I'm using the Benefit Porefessional. It has been my absolute fave for years now. So with that little bit, I'm going to apply that on my nose and on the apples of my cheek. Kind of, sort of. Mostly where I have the most pores. With circular motions, I'm going to blend that in. And then with whatever's left, I'm going to apply that to my chin and in between my brows as well. Next, we're going in with foundation. Use whatever you want. My favorite for the past few months has been the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Cream. I know it's not exactly a full coverage foundation, but this BB cream is so good. Considering I have normal to oily skin, this gives my skin the right amount of glow without making me look greasy. So I just put some on the back of my hand, and to apply this, I'm using the Juno & Co microfiber sponge. I've been really loving it. This sponge, by the way, it's really good, and what's even better, like the best part, it's wallet friendly. Always a plus, by the way. Like I said in the beginning, my brows are already done, and the reason I didn't show it was because, again, it takes an ungodly amount of time to do them sometimes, and you know what, sometimes they don't even come out even. So yeah, there's that. But I would be more than happy to do a whole video dedicated to how I do my brows. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see that, or even if you don't, that's cool too. Hurtful, but cool. You want to take that foundation everywhere, including underneath the jawline, like almost to the neck area. You never want to forget that, especially if the whatever product you're using is either slightly lighter or slightly darker than your skin. It just kind of helps keep it all blended and even, and you don't see any, like, you know, difference in color. You want to make sure it's all one uniform color. And with this product, you'll also see me take this onto the eyelids, mostly and only because when I plan on not doing anything crazy on the eyes, it kind of helps mask whatever discoloration I have going on. You'll also see me do this with the concealer, only again for the discoloration. I have pretty dark eyelids, I guess you could say, and kind of veiny, so I want to make sure that it goes along with the rest of the skin as well. Y'all see that though? That glow? This next product needs no introduction on my channel because of how often I show it, but next is concealer, and yeah, you guessed it, it's the Too Faced Born This Way, a staple in my makeup routine. It's full coverage, creamy, and long lasting. What more can I ask for? So I'm just gonna deposit some onto the back of my hand. I don't like to apply it off the brush. I don't know why, it kind of freaks me out, but anyway, I'm just gonna put it under my eyes while trying not to make that one face we all make. You know the face. We all know the face. As well as some on my chin, forehead, and a little on my nose. Yeah, all those spots. Reason being as to why I put it on my nose, it gets really oily really quickly. So for me, putting some concealer helps keep it matte just a little longer. And then just blending it out with that same sponge. I'm telling you guys, the sponge, it's amazing. It's like the beauty blender, but cheaper. And almost, dare I say it, better? Yeah, just a little bit. Do you guys have any recommendations for concealer? I mean, I use the same one every time, but it would be nice to try something else. If you guys have any recommendations, go ahead and put that in the comments below. Thanks, guys. with whatever concealer is left over, I always go like underneath my nostrils a little bit. I do have a lot of redness there, so having that concealer really helps mask that discoloration for me. Sweet. Now onto powder. I personally really like the Maybelline loose powder. It's finely milled and has a little bit of color, enough to just lighten up the areas where I applied the concealer. I just put some on the cap, and with my Real Technique setting brush, pat a little bit of the powder at a time after going over my under eyes and lids with my sponge to get rid of any creasing before I set it all into place. I love, love, love this brush, you guys. It's petite enough that it fits perfectly underneath my eyes, and it's like dense enough where it doesn't deposit too much product, unless of course I want to. Also, I do take a healthy amount of that powder, and I mean healthy, and put it on my nose. For the same reason I put the concealer, to avoid oily city. I like to pat into place first and then gently move the brush around to get rid of any excess product that might be hanging around. Don't forget the mustache area, by the way. I do always put some powder right above my top lip, like that area right there, just to keep it in conjunction with everything else. Since I am setting the T-zone for the most part, I like to make sure that it's all uniform, if that makes sense. I know it looks like I'm being really aggressive, but I'm not. Trust me, especially underneath the under eye area, I like to be as gentle as possible so as not to move any of the product around, because it can happen. If you're too hard on like pushing that in, it can move the stuff around. You don't want that. You want to keep it in place. That's the whole point of the powder, you know? So to set the rest of my face with an e.l.f. brush, ignore the powder already on it, don't judge me. I'm going to pick up my Maybelline Fit Me powder, the compact version, swirling my brush around and putting it in place. I like to pat first so that I can lay down the product without disturbing the foundation underneath. Same reason why I do it with the loose powder, just so I don't disturb anything. Then after I see that there are no wet spots left, I swish that thing around again to knock off any extra product. I do also run this powder around the areas where I applied the loose one, so it helps blend it all together and there's no differentiation of color. Just because that other one, it is a little lighter. While it's not super obvious that it's lighter, I do still want to make sure that there isn't a difference in color. Like you can't see the light under eyes and then the rest of the face powdered in a different color, I do especially go over the nose area one more time just to make sure that it stays matte, and don't forget the jawline, people. Bronzer is up. This is also another staple in my makeup routine, the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I truly believe there is no other product like it. It's just perfect. I love it. So I know bronzer is not a contour, however, I'm gonna use it as such because you can't tell me what to do. So I'm gonna apply this where my actual cheekbone is and blend up. I'm also going to put this around my forehead as well as under my chin so that it all blends together and looks uniform. So you don't see just, lines on my cheekbone and nowhere else, because that always looks weird. Maybe this is maybe this is weird or not, I don't know. But I do also take that bronzer and put it on my lids, because why not? I usually only do this on days where I know I'm not doing much to my eyes. Again, just to add something there without it being too much. And then, I don't know why I didn't show the brush. I don't know. But in case you're wondering, it's just a Morphe angled brush. Nothing groundbreaking. Bronzer on the eyes, by the way, just adds a little definition, which is why I like doing it. I don't like seeing my eyes look so plain. I don't know if that makes sense. It looks weird when everything else is nice and bronzy and has color and the eyes just look blank. So here you see me pick up some bronzer with my brush and apply it straight to my eyelid. Nothing too precise, just kind of all over, but you can already see how it gives me a little definition, a little color without it looking too over the top or too exact. Blush time. So for blush, I'm taking this one color from the Alamar Cosmetics blush trio called Seclusion. It's my favorite. I know I say it a lot, but it is. It's the perfect peach color. It adds just enough color so I don't feel, like a clown. So with this, it's, I think it's called the Aesthetica brush. I'm going to go ahead and apply it onto the apples of my cheeks. I don't know where this brush is from exactly. I know I received it on one of my BoxyCharm boxes, but it's really, really good, and I love it for applying my blush. Because of its size, it's a super quick application. It makes it really easy. So I like putting blush on the tip of my nose. I don't know where this came from. And also above my brows and a little on my chin. Again, I don't know where this came from, but I tried it once and I loved it. So I've been doing it since. Oh, and I'm also putting this onto my lid as well. Again, it just adds a little more definition so it doesn't look so plain. I don't know, it just ties the look together. Again, it's something I tried once and I really, really liked it. And here I am doing it always now. Here's another product that needs not an introduction, but I'm doing it anyway. That's right, you guessed it, the ABHxAmrezy highlight. I cannot live my best dewy life without this product. Actually, I need to find a new one because this is discontinued and I'm almost out. Do you guys have any recommendations to help your girl out? If you do, let me know in the comments below. So taking the Morphe M510 brush, I'm going to swirl it around and apply on the tops of my cheeks, around to underneath my brow also. I've been doing that for a long time and I really like how it looks. Also putting this above my, of course, you guessed it, my brows, the tip of my nose, and taking some with my finger. I do like to apply that to my Cupid's bow as well as the inner corners of my eyes, just because it's easier to apply that way. That brush is way too big for the inner corner, For someone who's mostly oily, I do put on a lot of highlighter. I know, but it's like my favorite part of my makeup routine. I don't know what it is about it, that it just gives you that beautiful glow. I absolutely love it, and I don't think I'll ever give that up. Are there days where I don't wear it? Yeah, but they're so rare. I literally always wear highlight. I do not care. Using my Illimite Cosmetics 2-in-1 liner, I'm gonna draw on a wing. I kept this portion in real time so you guys can see how long it can take. This product is amazing for this because it's super black and easy to use. Plus, it cuts down on time because it doubles as lash glue. So for the wing, it's not going to be anything too big, but enough to make the eye look a little bit more feline. It's not supposed to be like a crazy eye look or anything, so that's why I kept it pretty small. Although there are times where I get carried away with the wing, so I can't really be one to talk. But I tried my best to keep it small, and it kind of worked. So here you go. Usually when it comes to eyeliner, I do it before I do the rest of my face. I don't know why I did it this way this time, but it kind of worked in my favor. I didn't mess up my wing, which is always my biggest fear, because once you powder, you can't clean that up. At least it won't look good if you do, because applying any cream product or anything on top of powder is just a disaster. There is just no good way to fix it. Trust me, I've tried it many times and it's never great. It just never is, which is cool. It's fine. makeup is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to make mistakes, and it's okay. You learn from those mistakes and you try something else, and hopefully that works for you. So don't worry too much if this wing liner doesn't come out perfect right off the bat. It's fine. It'll come off at the end of the night. It's cool. You'll see me lift up my eyebrows a lot, but that's mostly just so that I can open my eye a little bit more, so I'm able to, you know, do the rest of the wing without it catching on the skin, without me pulling on my actual eye. I don't like doing that too much. It's also one of those things that kind of freaks me out, but I do my best. Taking my Illimite Cosmetics Babygirl lashes, that's the name of the style, I'm gonna go ahead and apply those right on. Like I said, since the liner doubles as a lash glue, it just really makes it easy to just pop on the lash and call it a day. Even if you're not a pro at applying lashes, the 2-in-1 makes it super easy. All you have to do is draw on just a simple line and put on whatever lash you like. Easy peasy. I went ahead and did the other eye off camera to cut down on some time. It just makes it easy. Now all I'm gonna do is put on some mascara. You guys already know that I use the same ones every time. Nothing new here. I am just going to apply some on the root of my lash and up to help blend in with the falsies. Personally, I don't like putting on any product on my falsies because I find that they last a lot longer that way, especially since I reuse my lashes as much as I possibly can. It, saves money. Why not? And they still look fine anyway, as long as you don't put any product on them and you take off the glue before reapplying. It's like, what's the difference, Y'all already know I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline mascara. It has that really small angled brush that helps define those lower lashes for me, especially since the top lashes look pretty bomb. I need to make the bottom ones look just as bomb, or close at least. But yeah, I just apply that on both sides to make them more visible. Also trying very hard not to make that one ugly face. Again, you guys know the face. That one face. I try and avoid it at all costs. No one wants to see that, believe me. Onto the lips. So first I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Hudson. I know you can't see it very well. I don't know why it couldn't focus, but I did deposit some onto the back of my hand. But you'll see me going straight from the applicator a little bit later. It just wasn't going on the way I wanted with the brush. Honestly, I don't know who I thought I was when I always use the applicator it comes with. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, I do also like to overdraw my lips a little bit. Nothing too over the top, but I do like to give them a fuller appearance than what they normally are. You either love it or you hate it, but I really do like overdrawing the lips. I like the way it looks. It makes me feel good. Nothing wrong with that, See, I got fed up. I was like, you know what? Nah, this ain't cutting it. So I went ahead and just went straight in with the applicator. So I go in with two different colors, but this first one, it's mostly just to line my lips and fill in just a little bit. And I like to leave the center open. I like to go in with like a lighter color to give it more dimension, almost like an ombre kind of look. Nothing like extreme, but just a little bit. But to fill that in, I do go in with another Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick. This one is in, I think it's pronounced Dolce, not entirely sure. It's a really light pink. Typically, I wouldn't wear this one on its own. It really washes me out, and I don't like how that looks by itself. But with Hudson, it looks really good. So I dot that and use my finger to blend it into that first color. You'll see me go back and forth a little until I get the combo that I want. I did get some on my teeth in a little bit. You'll see me, but don't mind that, guys. Don't mind that. It happens to the best of us, okay? When I do this kind of lip, it does take a little bit, only because it's like you're trying to make sure it doesn't look either too light or too dark. You want to try and get it to the best combination that works for you. And yeah, but the Anastasia liquid lipsticks are really, really bomb. They're so good. They're my favorites. The nudes are especially my favorite. The colored ones I find can be a bit like too dry, but the nude ones are really, really good. Coming out easy. Y'all see that? Yeah, it happens. It's okay. Just gotta wipe it off and keep going, right? Anyway, lastly, I'm gonna spray on the NYX matte setting spray to lock everything in place. Let it dry, or fan yourself dry, whatever works for you. And that's it, guys. There you go. There's the whole look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.